Way the world ends, not with a bang, but with a whimper. High school poetry, maybe that was junior high, T.S. Eliot. High school poetry, coming in handy. Remember? This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. This is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but with a whimper. So Trump conceded. Can't wait to have all you people come in and tell me he didn't concede. And no, that wasn't really a concession. He didn't actually use the word concede. If you don't use the word concede, then you didn't concede. I'm between two worlds here. I'm honestly between two worlds. I'm between the world of, like, I love you people. You're fucked up in your own ways. We all are. And I love you people. And I want you to know you're loved. And I want you to know that I love you. And I want you to know that your families love you. And I want you to know that people love you. And you made fools of yourself, telling them that Trump was going to be in office. And it's hard to convey that message to people with love. Because I feel the love, I express the love, but people take that because we live in a very snowflake society. People, don't tell me I did this. Did I once say that Trump was going to be in president January 20th? Did I? Fact check me in real time. What did I say? What have I said consistently for 2 months? True or false? Did I ever one time say that Trump was going to be in office after January 20th? Right? Have I or haven't I? It's just objectively true that I told you guys it was going to be Biden. And that's just the way it is. So, like, I love you guys and I want you to go home. You're in a fucking cult. You're in a fucking cult. That was a concession speech. There was no grand plan. It was all a lie. It was all a ruse. You got played, and that's okay. Everybody in life gets played, man. Everybody in life believes bullshit. Everybody in life believe weird shit all the time, right? It's just being human. So just say, fuck, man, I got played. That sucks. But you have people who love you. Go back to the people who love you. Fuck. And, that's where the frustration comes in. Is that people say I'm losing my hair. Are you kidding me? Look at this. Losing my hair? How dare you? How dare you? I just got a fresh cut. Don't even try to hate on my Warrior Monk haircut. You can do a lot of things here. You can do a lot of things here. But don't ever insult my Warrior Monk haircut. That's crossing the line. That's crossing the line. So the idea, though, is like you have to recognize you got played. You have to recognize it is what it is. And you got to move on. Go home. You've alienated enough people. You've ruined enough relationships. You've annoyed enough people. You've annoyed me. You've annoyed me. People have driven me nuts. It's not a concession. Trust a plan. Just wait until January 20th happens. He's got another card. He's really exposed the deep state this time. Oh, he's really going to do, there's another move. No, he's not. It's over, man. It's just over. And people say my fans are Q fans. No, but 10% of them. And that's who I'm trying to save. Just like Jesus ministered to the sinners, I'm ministering to the people who are lost. Right? I'm ministering to the people is my burden. It's the metaphorical cross that we all bear in life, which is I have to minister to people who need help. And it's the Q people who need help. It isn't the elite people who need help. It isn't me who needs help. It's the people who really believe that was a concession stand. It's the people who believe, it's the people who are going to keep sending Trump money who need the help. It's the people who believed all this shit who need the help. That's why. But eventually, I'm done. The election's over, so I am moving on. So as of today, the election is over. And I will be doing other things. What will I be doing? I don't really know. Well, I mean, I have a lot of things, but I said on Twitter once the election was over, then I was going to move on to other things, and now I'm moving on to other things. It's amazing. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. You people, I love how people. There's always people who don't know me, or like, you're no way, no way are you going to be able to not talk about Joe Biden. Are you kidding me? No way you're not going to be able to break the addiction of talking about Joe Biden. Oh no, you're losing followers. Oh no. It's like, you people don't know me. A lot of you do. I hate you people. It's such a vague thing, because so many of you have grown with me. We've had, I've watched your children grow up. I've watched you get older. You've watched me get older. You've watched my hair turn gray. It's a family thing. You know what I mean? It's a family thing. You guys have watched me go from a dark brown haired Mike Cernovich in 2015 to a gray haired, much older, much more worldly, world worn, a Cernovich. Like, we've grown up together. You've watched my kids be born, right? And I've watched a lot of you. We've been to events. We've been to things and meetups. There are people that I've seen from meetups in years and years and years, right? And, everything from cigar nights to a night for freedom to the deplorable. And it's like a beautiful thing. It's like a beautiful experience we've had. It's a beautiful, it is. It's like family, right? It's like family. That's why, a guy apologized to me. He said, Mike, I told you Trump was going to be in office and everything, and I'm sorry. And he expected, it's a family feud. We had a family feud. People who read me and watch me, and we talk and everything, we had a family feud, man. I'm the older brother, the older uncle. And I mean, you guys have watched me go from 35,000 followers to 83,000 followers at the election, and to almost 800,000. But then I just kept continually pissing people off. People bought Bitcoin at 500 when I told them to. People have made just ungodly amounts of money from following me and reading me. It's been crazy, just the Bitcoin stuff. And yeah, so people have watched all this, and then new people kind of show up and try to be like, oh, I control you, or this or that. And the idea is like, we've been through, so much. It's been a beautiful ride. And for me, though, it's like the ride isn't over, but the ride's changing courses. You know what I'm saying? Ivanka 2024, go ahead. You guys can say whatever dumb shit you want, because your opinions don't matter. Ivanka, it's going to be Ivanka. No, it isn't. You're stupid. It's not going to happen. But whatever. Believe what fucking dumb shit you did. I've done my help. I love you guys. People get played. People get used. You've been in an emotionally abusive relationship. Yeah, people bought Ethereum because of me. It's just a fact. That's why I like how everybody's like, oh, Bitcoin's at like 35,000. Well, it was like, okay, where were you when it was at 500? That's why people are like, oh, why don't you talk about Bitcoin? Why? It's high and volatile now. I told my followers at 2,500, right? At 2,500, I told my followers, if you only do one thing for me ever, just buy Bitcoin at 2,500. I told people at 500, right? I told people at 500 to buy. But at 2,500, I said, if all you ever do, right? If all you ever do is buy Bitcoin at 2,500, you'll thank me forever. I mean, that's just a fact. Thanks, Brian. I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, so we've been on, it's just wild because we've been on this wild ride together. And it's like your favorite show in a way is like over, except for real people. I think we are, though we could be in a simulation. As Elon Musk tweeted today, the most entertaining story wins, right? The most entertaining story is likely what's going to be the truth. But the idea is, we were like a 5-year show, and this show, whatever it was, is now over because the election's over. And I don't want to be a resistance bro to Biden. I don't want to be a resistance bro about, oh, can you believe what the radical far left is doing? Socialism's on the... That just doesn't move my heart. You know what I watch on YouTube? Do you know what I watch on YouTube? Off-roading videos. That's right. All I want to do, all I'm doing is I went to the gym, did cardio, I got gymnastic rings, I'm getting back in shape, leaning out, and all I care about is I'm getting back in shape, and then I'm going to off-road. I'm checking out off-roads. I watch the Tacoma Beast YouTube channel, right? That's all, right? So people are like, oh, how are you going to quit, Paul? Because I would rather build a Tacoma Beast off-road with like a prop tent. It just you people don't really have you people don't really have any clue about any of this stuff, and so it's funny. But the show, there'll always be a show. That's just it changes, and that's the difference, I guess, between what people are used to. So one thing that I've never wanted to be, and people, you don't have a clue. Blah, 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 blah. You're right. Trump 2020. You're right. You're right. He's going to be 4 more years. You're so smart. You're so smart. Plan truster. Trust the plan. Yep. You're so right. Now, as much as it's easy to make light of this, there are people who are like alienated from their family because it's like they're a fucking crazy person, and crazy in a way where they can't be reached. Crazy, not where they're mentally ill, but crazy in a way where you just feel like you can't reach them. Today, for example, what's up, Dave? Love you, brother. And so they're it's just like, if you don't think that Trump conceded and that wasn't a concession speech, then you're literally a crazy person. You're a person who can't be reached. Because I'm the guy who told you the Russian collusion hoax was fake. I'm the guy who remembers when Mueller was appointed. What did I say with Mueller? What did I tell you? Those who are around. Kevin Posobiec was around. A lot of people were around, okay? I said when Mueller was predicted, there will be no convictions of Russian collusion, but Paul Manafort will be convicted of scumbag shit, and they'll get Roger Stone on a process crime. I told you guys that. I always said from day one. So I've just been like on point. Here's what's going to happen with Mueller. It's going to be, you're going to, and then sure enough, that's what happened. They just got Manafort for being a typical DC lobbyist. If you went through the taxes of any K Street lobbyist, then you're going to get anything you'd want to do. And I told you they'd bankrupt people's legal fees. They'd never really find anything. And then it turns out like Hope Hicks was $400,000 in legal debt. And so I've always been like, pretty much like, here's the way it's going to be. Now, right, it's just the way it's going to be. And now it's happening, and I don't want people falling off a cliff January 21, because it's going to be, it's just going to be Biden. And I've been saying this for months and months and months. And when January 21st happens, people are going to be suicidal. I really am worried. Like, I mean this in a way of like, if you know 2 people on January 21st, just reach out to them, because there will be a number of people who are going to have such a reality shattering a moment when it's Joe Biden and president. The reality is going to shatter for them, and there will be suicides. I can tell you that right now. People can say, oh, that can't be true, blah, 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 blah. You'll see it, though. I'm telling you this right now. There will be. And so if you know those people, just reach out in a friendly way. Don't reach out in a confrontation way. Just reach out in a, hey, how's it been? It's been a while. Hope you're doing well kind of deal. Just make people feel like they're loved. Make sure that, that people feel like they're alive, that they matter, that they should continue existing. And because I'm worried a lot about the suicide stuff that's going to happen. Just reach out to people. I think you were on the brink. On the brink of what? On the brink of having the coolest haircut ever? Possibly. On the brink of going to do some more. See you, Kevin. Doing buggies. We'll do it. On the brink of drinking some more amino acids, essential amino acids, because I had some good exercising in, and I got to recover from my workout. Yeah, I'm on the brink of a lot of. I watched the Tacoma Beach YouTube channel. That's pretty much what I do on YouTube. If you go on my YouTube recommendations, zero politics. It's music, and then it's off-roading stuff and overland vehicles, sprinter vans. So I could tell you a lot about overland sprinter vans. I could tell you a lot about off-road modifications for Tacoma. I watched a video on a yacht yesterday. I'm not a yacht guy. And so, yeah, I'm not a yacht guy, but it was pretty cool. It's called the Ragnar. The Ragnar. If you want to see I'm not a yacht person. I'm not a boat person in general because I'm pale as white. And if you're on a boat, you're going to get sunburned. Yeah, I watched the Tacoma Beach Pony Express videos, all that stuff. So I'm not a yacht guy because I'm not a boat guy because I'm so white. And if you're on a boat, you're going to get like sunburned. So if I'm on a boat, I'm just like under the shade and you're kind of like, okay, well, what's really the point of this? But if you want to watch a cool yacht, the Ragnar, $100 million yacht, but it's like it was a converted icebreaker, so it can go anywhere in the world. You can go to Antarctica with it. And I was like, all right, man, I'm not a yacht guy, but if I were a yacht guy, that would be my yacht. Only $100 million for the low price of $100 million. It could be yours. But you don't have to have them for life. You can charter them. So there's a more affordable way. You can charter it for only $600,000 a week. If you're on a budget and you can't get a full boat, then you can just $600,000, get it for a week. Hey, maybe you can cut a deal for a month. Do a grand exploration for a month. You probably get it like $1.3 million, right? Probably $1.3 million. I think I love the whole like you're losing your mind thing. There's never been a day in my life on the internet where people haven't said that to me. And I think that's largely, even though I've been on the internet pretty much every day for 10 years, 15 years. I've taken maybe 36 hours off here and there, but I would say I am probably one of the most online people in world history. I'm probably objectively, in terms of somebody who actually talks to people, right? I'm not talking about readers or whatever. I would say in terms of somebody who does videos and tweets and streams and everything, I would say that I'm probably the most online person in human history. And there's never been a day where multiple people haven't said, "You're losing it. You're crazy. You lost it this time. You're melting down." And to me that's revealing, because what I found is that people can't distinguish creative people from crazy people. They don't know the difference between crazy and creative. Right? They just don't know the difference between crazy and creative. So with me, your mannerisms, the way you talk, your pacing must be, no, you don't know how creative people think and move and talk and look. And yeah, I was LA Jen said, I would say that I'm the most misunderstood person in the history of the world. If I had to, I would honestly say that, maybe not the most, but I would say I am, of all people living, top 10. I would say of all people alive today, I'm top 10 most misunderstood person in the world. I really do believe that. Just based on, and it might be like one, it might be, just based on people who like know me, my real life, people who hang out with me, people who come to my events, people who like meet me. And then you go on the internet and it's like you're taking this alternative universe where I'm a fringe extremist, crazy man, just the mean monster, right? It's just really, it really is parallel like universes where if you actually know me, then you read about me and you're like, wait a minute, that's just not, literally not the same person. This is not even remotely, like if you read my Wikipedia page, that's not even remotely who I am or what I talk about, right? It's just not even remotely. It's like just the idea that like I'm a men's rights activist. I'm just not. You can follow everything I do, and I don't even think men's rights activist is like a slur, so it isn't like, how dare you call me that? That's such a terrible loaded term. I'm not even trying to be like, oh, they call me mean things. It's just not even true, right? You're just like, when do I talk about men's rights stuff, right? Like, so he's and you're just like, no, I don't actually. That's not my thing. That's not my bag. And then conspiracy theorist is just, it's just, what does that even mean anymore, right? Everybody's a conspiracy theorist, which is bizarre. But I need to get going. Good talking to you, friends. We'll continue having fun. We'll continue doing some stuff, enjoying life. I got a really fat guy saying, bipolar, Sterno. No, my mom's bipolar, and that's a really sad thing. So when you say things like that, especially when you're just a fat, gross guy who looks like a potato with some shitty goatee. So in addition to just saying that's just some fat potato head guy with a shitty goatee, I also say that's an ignorant person who doesn't really understand how tragic bipolar is and how really terrifying and tormenting how it is. You just are a slob and you don't have any energy and you don't have any creativity. You don't have any mystery. You don't have any je ne sais quoi. You're just a person who nobody notices unless you make a fool out of yourself. You're just a person who, when you walk, you think people think you matter and you just don't. That's just the reality. All right, friends, thanks for watching. Mike Cernovich, Cernovich.com.